Some people know henbit as a helpful plant that's cultivated for its edibility. However, there are also many homeowners who encounter this plant growing as a weed, seeking to take over their gardens and lawns. If left alone, a small cluster of henbit can grow to cover large patches of turf and choke out your grass. So in this video, we'll show you how to identify and control henbit so your lawn can stay green and weed-free. To shop for the products featured in this video and to learn more about henbit, click the icon in the top right of the screen or click the link in the description below. The first thing you should do in any pest control plan is identify what exactly you're looking for. Careless identification can lead to wrong treatment methods, costing you time and money. Henbit is a plant from the Lamiaceae family, which includes plants like ground ivy, purple dead nettle, and mint. Henbit shares a lot of characteristics with plants in this family. Henbit will grow a square stem. The leaves grow in pairs opposite of each other along the stem. The veins on the leaves grow in a way that causes a wrinkled appearance. They grow purplish flowers, and some parts are even edible, though henbit is nowhere near as fragrant. It's easy to confuse henbit for any other plant in its family, but it's also easy to distinguish. Henbit grows low and prostrate, with its height ranging from 10 to 30 centimeters tall. In spring, its flowers grow elongated and tube-like. The leaves on henbit tend to grow shorter than they do on similar plants, growing to be about 1 to 2 centimeters in length. Most of the leaves on henbit also grow directly from the stem, whereas in a plant like purple dead nettle, most of its leaves grow from petioles. Use this info to make sure you're dealing with henbit and not another weed before moving on to the next step. Inspection is the next phase of any good pest control plan. Once you know what your pests look like, check around your property to confirm their presence or find hotspots of activity. Henbit is a winter annual weed. This means the plant will germinate or sprout from seeds in the ground in fall and will flower by spring. By early summer, henbit plants would have produced seeds and died, starting the cycle over. Henbit grows well in moist, fertile soil as many plants would, but it's also capable of growing in drier, sandier soils. It will also grow where the turf is thin, weak, or otherwise stressed. Be on the lookout for mats of the weed's leaves and take note as you'll use this information to direct your treatment. After identifying your weed and inspecting for activity on your property, it's time to start treatment. Before starting any treatment, be sure to wear your personal protective equipment or PPE, and remember to keep all people and pets off the treated areas until dry. Since henbit is a winter annual, the best times to apply chemical control are early spring and fall. In spring, you'll want to use a post-emergent herbicide that's able to treat henbit. We recommend either MSM Turf or Fahrenheit. MSM Turf is a dry flowable herbicide that can be used to control many broadleaf weeds. Fahrenheit is a water-soluble granule that's also used to control broadleaf weeds. However, Fahrenheit should only be used if you have warm season grass. If you have cool season grass, then you can use MSM Turf. If you're using MSM Turf, you'll apply it at the labeled rate of 0.33 ounces per acre. In smaller applications, this translates to 0.0076 ounces per 1,000 square feet of treatment area, or in metric, 0.22 grams. If you're using Fahrenheit, you can apply it at a labeled rate of 4 to 6 ounces per acre. In smaller applications, this translates to 0.09 to 0.14 ounces per 1,000 square feet of treatment area, or in metric, 2.55 to 3.97 grams. We recommend you use either a 1 or 1.5 gallon handheld sprayer with either product to make mixing and application quick and easy. To mix, add half the water into the pump sprayer, add your measured amount of product, then add the remaining half of the water and close the sprayer. Shake the sprayer to agitate and pump to produce a low pressure spray. With low pressure, spray weeds directly and use a fan setting to thoroughly coat the leaf's surface. Spray the weed to the point of wet but not runoff. For the most effective results, we recommend you make your treatment in early spring when henbit is growing strong, but before the plant produces flowers. Check the weather ahead of time and spray on a calm day with no rain forecast for the next 48 hours and when wind speeds are low to minimize drift. If you're past the window for post-emergent treatment, then the next best approach is to apply a pre-emergent herbicide in fall. We recommend you use a product like Barricade. When applied properly, Barricade will form a chemical barrier that will stop weed seeds from sprouting. Barricade comes in a granular form, so you will need a broadcast push spreader to apply it. Henbit seeds will germinate in soil temperatures between 68 and 59 degrees Fahrenheit, so we recommend you apply Barricade right before the soil temperature cools to 70 degrees. Be sure to look up your area's soil temperatures to find the best window for pre-emergent application. You'll use between 1.5 to 4 pounds of Barricade per 1,000 square feet of treatment area, depending on your turf type. Pour the proper amount of Barricade into the spreader and broadcast half your granules in parallel lines once across the area. Then, broadcast the other half at a perpendicular angle to cover the area in its entirety. Once the product is fully applied, water it in. Most effective control can be achieved with at least half an inch of water within 14 days of application. Prevention is essential to keeping pests in check. Even after you've applied herbicides, the best way to stop weed activity is to make sure it can't happen. The best way to keep henbit from growing in your lawn is by maintaining proper lawn health. Henbit is not a very competitive weed, so by strengthening your turf grass and keeping up with maintenance, you'll choke it out and give it little opportunity to grow. First, you'll want to improve your lawn's air circulation and water retention. Rake and dethatch your lawn to improve aeration and trim back any overhanging tree branches to reduce shade and increase evaporation rates. In addition to improving your lawn's water retention, you'll also need to water it properly. Your lawn will need 1 to 1.5 inches of water every week, including rainfall. Water your lawn once a week in the morning, rather than a little every day. If there's rain in the week's forecast, go ahead and let Mother Nature do the work. Be sure to mow your lawn to the proper height, and adjust your mower so that your grass will come out 3 to 4 inches tall. Tall grass encourages deeper root growth and prevents weed seeds from receiving some much-needed sunlight. Finally, keep up with the proper fertilizing schedule. By laying fertilizer with the appropriate amounts of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, you'll maintain strong turf grass and suppress other weeds from growing. Henbit can spread across turf grass rapidly, but there are ways to control a weed invasion that's gone out of hand. With these professional products and tips from Solutions Pest and Lawn, you can stop henbit from growing in your turf, and we offer same-day shipping to help you get control quickly. Visit our website to get your products today. If you like this how-to guide, please share. And if you're new to our channel, subscribe for more how-to and product videos, and contact us for more tips, tricks, and DIY pest solutions.